Russia is run by a governmental form of republic. It is neither democracy nor an aristocracy. Montesquieu defines a democracy as a state where government is carried out directly by the people, and an aristocracy is a state where a few prominent rulers rule. Russia is neither of these. Russia is run by President Vladimir Putin and Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev. The everyday moral intuitions shared by the majority of Russians are rooted in the ethics of virtue. Children were taught the principles of virtue by the examples of virtuous communist heroes. Education in Russia is provided predominantly by the state and is regulated by the Ministry of Education and Science. Regional authorities regulate education within their jurisdiction, within the prevailing framework of federal laws. Education is very important to the Russian people. Russia is a very literate country, and it is not uncommon to see people reading books as they walk down the streets. According to a 2015 estimate by the Central Intelligence Agency, 99.7% of Russians are literate. 53% of adults have a college-level education, the highest attainment of college-level education in the world, giving Russia the highest college-level education in the world. Russia's education is 8th best in Europe and 13th best in the world. Russian education is a very impressive and competitive education system. Do the principles outlined by Montesquieu still apply to government today? I believe that the principles that were outlined by Montesquieu are important in running a healthy government. I also believe that Russian government is not in its finest health. Many believe that Putin is slowly reverting back to a dictatorship. Even though he is not now the only one in power, the prime minister is appointed by the president. While the majority of the citizens are powered by virtue, there are some powered by fear. Russia has a very interesting government. It is very interesting to study and learn about. Russia has experienced many different forms of government, and it seems that they all play a part of the government now. Although Russia is currently a republic, it is slowly transitioning to a democracy. Many citizens believe that Putin is so caught up with the Soviet days that it has slowed Russia's evolution from a tyranny to a republic. While Putin is not communist, he shares a melody with communists. Putin is a very power-hungry leader, but because of the history of Russian leaders, the Russian people expect their leaders to be strong, determined, and autocratic. Here are my cited sources. Thank you for watching the video.